Hey, listeners, if you're still leading the way you did last year, you might already be behind. In today's episode, I'll walk through 7 big leadership trends shaping 2025. And I also want to discuss with you what you need to do to stay ahead and lead with confidence. Let's discuss.
Welcome to Leadership is Changing. Each week, we and our guests provide information and insights through exploring leading change. This is taking your leadership to another level by finding the balance between executive excellence and personal well-being through stories that inspire real change. It's time to adapt in our fast-moving world when leadership is changing with your host, Denis Giannoutsas.
Welcome to the Ask Denis episode. This is a freestyle episode where I'm asked a question by our listeners, or I share my thoughts, experiences, and insights from working with many leaders around the globe. Let's talk about the 7 key trends that are going to shape leadership in 2025. Now, these aren't just ideas, they're real changes that are actually happening right now. And if you want to stay relevant and lead well, these are the things that you need to focus on. Number 1, AI and smart technology. Now, use it, don't fear it. Artificial intelligence is obviously here, and it's only getting bigger actually. And whether it's helping with reports, communication, or decision making, AI is becoming a regular part of business. But here's the truth. AI won't replace leaders. It will support them. What really matters is how you use the technology and still lead with heart, empathy, and wisdom. Now, what do you need to do? Number 1 would be for you to get curious. 2, learn how AI can help you and your team not just make things faster, but smarter. And remember, the human side of leadership still matters the most. Number 2 is trust and openness. You know what? People want real leaders. People today want to follow leaders who are open and honest. They don't want spin. They want straight talking or talk. And they want to feel like they know what's going on. If you hide things or sugarcoat the truth, you'll lose people's trust. Now, being clear and real is how you'll build strong teams and lasting loyalty. Now, what do you need to do in this space? Is share more, ask for feedback, and lead with transparency even when the message is tough. Number 3 is leading hybrid and remote teams. It's not about where, it's about how. Teams are no longer just working in offices. They're working from homes, airports, cafes, you name it. This means you need to lead in a different way. And it's not about checking who's online. It's about clear goals, strong communication, and trusting your people to get the job done. In fact, I actually think it needs strong communication, but even more communication. So what to do? Stop micromanaging. Start setting clear expectations and focus on results, not the time on the screen. Number 4 is sustainability and purpose. So lead for more than just profit. So in 2025, people care about more than just what the business makes. They care about what it stands for. And whether this is the environment, social impact, or doing the right thing, leaders are being watched more closely than ever. In fact, there's a microscope on you. Now, what to do here? Make sure your team knows your purpose. Build your goals around more than just profit. And show that you care. But you know what? Back it up with action, not just words. Number 5 is keep learning and adapting. Things change fast. So you must also change fast. The world is changing fast, so if you stand still, you'll fall behind. Why? Because we know that everything else in the world is moving fast and moving forward. So if you're standing still, you are going to be left behind. The best leaders, they are learners. They're always growing, improving, and trying new things. So what do you need to do? Listeners, stay curious. I love that word, curious. Ask questions, learn from mistakes, and make learning part of how your team works every single day. Number 6 is inclusion and belonging. So make people feel seen. It's not enough just to have a diverse team nowadays. People want to feel included, respected, and like they truly belong to the organization, to the team. Great leaders make space for every voice and create environments where people feel safe to be themselves. Now, what should you do here? Here's one for you, listeners. Listen more. Invite different views from people and lead with respect and kindness. Build a team where everyone feels they matter. Number 7, and this is the final one, well-being. So look after your people and yourself. Stress, burnout, and tiredness, they're real things for people to cope with. In 2025, leaders need to lead with care. A strong team is a healthy team, and that starts with you. So what to do? Protect your energy. Take breaks to enable that you can manage your energy. Encourage your team to look after themselves. Now build a culture that values well-being, not just performance. And some final thoughts that I want to share here with you, listeners, is that leadership in 2025 is about being real, adaptable, and focused on people. It's not about having all the answers. You don't need to have all the answers. But it's smart for you to be able to ask the right questions, build strong relationships, and be open to change. So here are 3 quick questions for you to think about. Number 1, what do I need to learn or update to stay ahead? Number 2, how can I lead with more care and clarity? Number 3, where do I need to stop, reflect, and change how I lead? 3 interesting questions for you to think about. Because one thing's for sure, leadership is changing. And now more than ever, it's time to lead with purpose. If this episode, listeners, helped you see something new, I'd love you to share it with your team or another leader in your network. Don't forget to follow the show and leave a review. It really does help us reach more people who want to lead and make a difference. Until next time, keep pushing, keep growing, and keep leading change. Okay, listeners, that's it for this episode. It's always a pleasure being with you. Thanks for joining me on the Leadership is Changing podcast. Until next time, bye for now.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Leadership is Changing with your host, Denis Giannoutsas. Each week, we and our guests provide information and insights through exploring leading change, inspiring executives and leaders to adapt and lead a bigger game in a fast-moving world.